This is an instructional video on how to do the goblet squat. The implements used when doing a goblet squat is going to be either a dumbbell or a kettlebell. The muscles used when doing the goblet squat are the gluteus maximus, semimembranosus, semitendinosus, biceps femoris, quadriceps group, the vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, vastus medialis, and the rectus femoris. When starting the goblet squat, grab the kettlebell and hold it against your chest. When using a kettlebell, hold the horns, like you're holding a goblet against your chest. With the weight cradled against your chest and the elbows pointed down, position the feet about shoulder width apart, the toes slightly outward so the knees track directly over the feet. Stand with a direct torso by positioning the shoulders back, tilting the head slightly back, and protruding the chest up and out to create a flat or slightly arched back. All repetitions begin in this position. When doing the downward movement, begin the exercise by flexing the hips and knees slowly under control. Maintain a flat back or back slightly arched with rigid arm position. Do not round the upper back or lean forward as the weight is lowered. Focus the eyes ahead and slightly above horizontal and tilt the head back slightly. Slide past the inside of your knees. It's okay to have your elbows push your knees out as you descend. Let the elbows glide down by touching the inner knees. Keep the body's weight over the middle and heel area of the feet. Do not allow the heels to rise off the floor during the descent. Keep the knees aligned over the feet as they flex. Avoid letting the knees move beyond the toes during the descent. Continue the downward movement phase until one of these three events occurs. They determine the maximum range of motion or the lowest squat position. The thighs are parallel to the floor, if achievable. The trunk begins to round or flex forward, or the heels rise off the floor. Actual depth of the squat is dependent on lower body joint flexibility. Keep the body tight and in control and do not bounce or relax the legs and torso at the bottom of the movement. When doing the upward movement, raise the weight under control by extending the hips and knees. Maintain a flat back or slightly arched back and maintain rigid arm position while still cradling the weight against the chest. As the weight is raised, resist the tendency to lean forward by keeping the head tilted slightly back and the chest held up and out. Move the bar upward by pushing up through the whole foot and the body's weight evenly distributed between the heels and forefoot to keep the feet in contact with the floor and the hips under the weight. Do not allow the body's weight to shift forward on the balls of your feet. Keep the knees aligned over the feet. Do not allow them to shift inward or outward as they extend. Continue raising the weight at an even rate until the hips and knees are fully extended and the standing starting position is achieved. Completion of the set. Keep a handle on the horns of the kettlebell, extend the arms, and set the kettlebell on the ground.